Hey everybody, this is D Hunter bringing another action figure review. Today we're going to look at the Neca Predator 2 Ultimate Armored Lost Predator from the Lost Predator clan at the end of Predator 2. Now this is the first figure to kick off NECA's Predator 2 30th Anniversary Collection, and if you know anything about NECA, they go all out for their anniversary collections. So this guy is part of the Lost clan that appeared at the end of Predator 2. And they've made all those Predators before, but now they're going to be re-releasing all of them in Ultimate format with new bodies, articulation, and accessories. So let's go ahead and check out the packaging here. So you can see at the front, here he is, standing there, holding a sword. Predator 2 Ultimate Armored Lost Predator. At the top, you see NECA, a warning, and the same description of the figure. One side here says Predator 2. It says 1 Ultimate Armored Lost Predator. I'm assuming it's the first figure in this line, the 30th Anniversary line. Other side, Predator 2, 30th Anniversary Collection. At the bottom, there is a barcode, in case that helps anybody, as well as a bunch of credits. On the back side here, there's a little bio for the figure, for the character they made up. If anybody's curious to read that, pause your video now. Then you can see him down here, the different heads, the different accessories. It even mentions that he has LED light-up eyes. That should be amazing. Now this is one of NECA's Ultimate figures, and I will admit the price is creeping up and up. This guy retails for about 35 bucks. You can open up the window box packaging on the inside. Here he is. He's got a sword. He's standing in front of the trophy wall. Then here he is. Looks like he has 3 different heads, a sword, his disc, and some different hands. So with no further ado, let's open him up and check him out. Alright, now that we got this figure out of the package, here he is with all of his accessories laid out. He does come with 3 alternate hands, totaling 5 interchangeable hands. He comes with his disc or shuriken. He has 2 alternate heads, totaling 3 heads. And he also has his very large sword. But before we take a look at the accessories, let's take a look at the actual figure. So this is the upgraded version of the Lost Predator. His face is looking great. All that detail on his crown. Really like what I'm seeing. The red, the green, the yellow, all blends in very well. The mandibles, the pink around the gums, his eyes, everything looking excellent so far. Then go further down, he's armored. He's on a new body, bigger, more articulation. As you can go further down, just the color schemes looking very nice. Everything complements each other very nicely. Almost like military camo colors. You can see his sheath on the back, his laser here, the dreads. I mean, just everything looking superb back here. And then here he is, broken down as far as he can go, with all of his removable parts detached. Now let's check out his accessories, starting off with his hands. Here's his first pair of hands. These are some open, outstretched hands. These are hands I would imagine he would use when perhaps putting his mask on. Here's his next pair of hands. These are a pair of gripping hands. One's a little bit tighter than the other one, presumably to hold different accessories. And then he has one additional right hand. This hand is semi-open. I wouldn't exactly call it a gripping hand. It could potentially hold something large. Now let's check out his heads. He has a total of 3 of them. 2 are unmasked, one has the mandibles open, one has the mandibles shut, and then he's got his armored mask on. Here he is with his first head, his mandibles closed. I would say this is probably the most common or normal head on him. This is the one he came with in the package. And here's his second head with the mandibles open. Perhaps he's screaming. And if you get a good look in there, looks like Pussyface 2.0. The nickname for the City Hunter. And here's his third head. This is probably my favorite, as I prefer the Predators wearing their biomasks. This one has his armored mask on, and a really cool feature, it's going to have some LED lights. Now you can see this tab up here. It looks like the head is going to sort of come apart in case you have to change the batteries. And here we go. We're going to pull the tab. It's just like pulling a sort of cellophane off the front of your phone. You really want to do it yourself. And bam, here we go. One of the batteries popped out. Easy fix. After painstakingly combing through the carpet for a good 5 minutes, the battery's back in place, the head's attached, the tab's removed. Here's his helmeted head looking great. I had no idea this guy was going to have LED light up eyes. It's something that Neca's done 1 or 2 times before and sort of justifies the price increase. As you can see, they button into the top very nicely. Press it, and the eyes light up. Looks really cool. And here's how those light up eyes look in the dark. Now let's check out his sword. This thing is huge. It's got that red trim on it. It's got some nice sculpting detail across the blade. And then the handle here, kind of got a little bit of blue color to it, and definitely has some gripping sculpting detail on it. Here he is holding his sword. This thing is huge. He can hold it with either one hand or sort of with two. Another really cool thing about this sword is he's got this large sheath on his back where you can stow away his sword. And I'm a sucker for weapons you can holster onto figures. Now let's check out his disc, or sometimes called a shuriken. This thing is done in the AVP style where it's open, has all the individual blades there. See the handle in the middle. It's got a good amount of sculpting detail on this thing, both on the handle and on the blades. Here he is holding his disc. And while it's not a removable accessory, he's got this large cannon on his back, and it has nice articulation. The laser can come up. There's a ball joint at the base here, as well as a ball joint up here, so it can move around a whole bunch on both sides, and then it can tuck right back in. And the best thing is, it doesn't feel like it's going to break when you're handling it like some of the previous releases. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at both the figure and his accessories, now let's check out the height of this guy. From bottom to top, he's sitting at about 8.25 inches, which is going to translate to about 21 centimeters. Now let's check out his articulation. Starting with his head here, of course it can rotate from side to side, can look up and down about that much. He does have that shoulder cannon, and it's got 2 ball joints, one at the base here, up, down, extend out as well. Another ball joint up here, where this thing can rotate up, all around, everything you'd like it to do. Shoulders are on ball joints. They can go out about 90 degrees, up, down, around, all that good stuff. Bicep cut below that, hidden nicely with his armor. Double jointed elbows. They can go in about that far if you rotate his armor properly. His wrist can rotate around, and it's going to be hinged as well. He's got a ball joint at the top of his torso, can rotate around, can also go forward and back a little bit. Another ball joint at the base here, rotate a little bit more, and gives him a pretty good range of motion in his torso area. Legs are on ball joints, then go out about this far, pretty much do the splits. They can swivel independently of the ball, at least a little bit there. Then go forward about that far, back, not really at all. He's got double jointed knees below that. Then go back pretty far. That one seems to be a little bit stuck. I'll have to work on that one. There we go. Go back that far. And his feet here, they're also on a ball joint. They can rotate. They go up and down. And they can tilt and rock at least a little bit. Next, let's check them out compared with some of their action figures. Starting off with some of their Predator 2 figures. Here he is next to the original Lost Predator from Predator 2. This was NECA's first release of this figure, and this was how he appeared in the film, with less armor and his mask off. I've also seen this guy referred to as the Borg Predator, and I'm not sure why that's a thing. Here he is next to the previously released Armored Lost Predator NECA made. This was many, many waves ago, and you can see some definite improvements on the Ultimate body. He's got an extra ball joint in the middle of the torso here. The new one also has double jointed elbows, where the old one did not. The old one actually did have double jointed knees. And of course, their heads are completely redesigned with the LED lights. Now, a lot of similarities, though, with these guys. As you can see, the laser cannon, the sword, the backpack, etc. Here are all the different versions of the Lost Predator NECA's made. We've got the original, the new Ultimate in the center here, and the previous armored release. I'll probably end up displaying my new one with one of his unmasked heads. That way I have 3 distinct looks to this guy. Here he is, next to both Laser Shot and Spike Tail. These are a couple of NECA Predators from their Kenner line. Apparently after he left the Lost Tribe, he ended up rolling with these 2 guys, ended up doing a heist with them, and got caught. He didn't really trust these 2 guys, but he decided he had no choice but to join their clan and hunt with them. NECA makes some really crazy backstory, or I guess in this case, future story for some of their predators. I think it's really cool. Here he is with the entire NECA Predator 2 Lost Tribe. There's a total of 10 members here, and I'm looking forward to getting each of them in their ultimate format. So we've got the regular Lost Tribe from NECA, and now apparently we're going to have the ultimate Lost Tribe from NECA. And here are a bunch of other Predator 2 miscellaneous figures. From left to right, we've got, I believe, a Super Nintendo color variant City Hunter, then the McFarlane City Hunter, then the previous non-ultimate Armored Lost Predator. In the center there, we've got the new Armored Lost Predator. Then we've got the NECA Golden Angel Ultimate. That was a younger version of Greyback, the tribe leader. Then we've got the 2020 San Diego Comic-Con City Demon. Then we've got the battle-damaged City Hunter. And then the cloaked City Hunter. Now let's check him out, compared with some recently released NECA Predator figures. Here he is next to the San Diego Comic-Con 2020 exclusive City Demon. Here he is next to NECA's Ultimate Alpha Predator. This was NECA's 100th Predator release. Then, next to a couple of Dark Horse and DC Comics Predator crossover figures. These are both exclusive figures, one of which was from San Diego Comic-Con and one from New York Comic-Con. And before that was the Ultimate Laser Shot Predator. And before that, they released the Emissary Predators from the movie The Predator. I made my own clan for them and military squad. Now I'd like to check them out, compared with some Predator figures from each of the Predator films. Here he is, next to the Ultimate Jungle Hunter from Predator. Then, with the Ultimate City Hunter from Predator 2. I can't wait to have the entire Lost Tribe in Ultimate format. Here he is, with some Predators from Alien vs. Predator. From left to right, we've got the Elder Clan Leader Predator, then Scar. In the center, the new Armored Lost Predator. Then we've got Celtic and Chopper. And here he is, next to Wolf from Aliens vs. Predator Requiem. This is an older NECA figure, and NECA has promised to release him in Ultimate format in the near future, hopefully right after they finish with Predator 2. Then, here he is, next to the Predators from the film Predators. We've got Berserker, Tracker, and Falcon. NECA has stated they will be visiting them in Ultimate format, but it's probably going to be a couple years. Here he is, next to the Fugitive and the Assassin Predator from The Predator. Then, next to a couple of Ultimate Xenomorphs from the 1986 film Aliens. And here, with a couple of Engineers from Prometheus. And then with some human figures from NECA's various Alien and Predator lines. Here he is, taking on Dutch and his extraction team from the first Predator film. We've got Hawkins, Dutch, Anna, Billy, and Dylan, hoping to finish customizing the team in the near future. So overall, this Ultimate Armored Lost Predator is pretty nice. I'm in the minority here as one of the people that wasn't super excited to get the Lost Predator 2 tribe in Ultimate format. That was mostly because I already had all these figures, and some of them were pretty expensive to track down. I have 2 other versions of this Lost Predator, and you know what? I'm very happy to have this one. He brings some new, cool stuff to the table, like light-up eyes. His articulation enhancements are great. His paint job's a little bit better. His accessories are good. There's really very little to complain about this guy. Cannot wait to get the rest of the Lost Tribe in Ultimate format. They are going to look so good together, and they're going to be way better than the original versions. Now, NECA says they have some surprises for this line as well. The only thing that will really blow me away is getting a Harrigan figure. I would absolutely love that. So if I were to rate this guy, I'd go ahead and give him a 7.5 out of 10. The only thing sort of that makes me not super excited for him is I already have the Armored Lost Predator. And this one, even though he's definitely better, it's a little more of the same. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys real soon.